just got off of work. I gotta hurry up and hit the water. I gotta get some bait. So basically, just got off of work. I have to hurry up, get to the river, unload the boat, go get some bait fish, and hopefully meet up with the wife before the sun goes down. And then we'll set our lines. So hopefully we're successful today. Alright, so we are on the river. We're gonna try to get some bait fish going and hopefully be able to set out these lines without using those nasty chicken gizzards, because I don't really want to get my hands in that container. It's been sitting in a boat for about a week, so yeah, if you can understand my point on that. But yeah, let's try to get some bait fish and hopefully be able to get some limb lines out. So getting bait fish did not pan out like I thought. I tried surface bait, mid bait. I tried a little shaky head at the bottom. I guess what you would consider a shaky head. I don't know. It's a little worm or whatever. Then I actually went in the woods and found some worms. That didn't even work. So apparently bait fish right now, a cast net would be best to find them. Maybe I didn't have enough time. Maybe they're biting right now, but I'm actually running out of time to set the lines where I don't have to use a lot of lighting. So gonna use the gizzards that I've been baking in my boat for the past week. Not fun. But I already got 5 jugs set out, and they're all within the 200-yard area. I got the river coming in from 3 separate ways. And so it's keeping all my jugs in one spot, which is good. So we're gonna keep an eye on those, and then we're gonna go ahead and set some limb lines out. Maybe not all 24 limb lines, but a couple.
So what are you doing?
Well, we're hitting a couple logs in the center of the river. By the way, the river is super shallow. It's about, what would you say, 12 feet lower than normal, which in a way is good for us because we can find all these little spots like this and get around a log and put the line on there, and then hopefully no one will see it. And I will tell y'all in another video why I have my setup how I have it and why I actually have things camouflaged. No, I have nothing high visibility. I literally have to remember where I put all my stuff. Exactly how many we set out, but my wife and I are heading in. We're calling it a night. We're about to go to a nice Mexican restaurant and have ourselves a drink. But we saw some cool stuff. Well, I got me a new lure. I don't know exactly what it is, like a chitter bait. And then we also found 2 old cars, and we did a little bit of shed hunting, which that was a total failure, but you know, when shed hunting isn't. So, but we're gonna load up the boat, go have us some Mexican food, which sounds really good. We worked our butt off tonight hopefully it pays off, but you know what? It's in God's hands, so. I'll see y'all in the morning when we check the lines. I really wish I would have gotten that on video. My wife just backed up a trailer. Pretty sure that's the first time I've seen her back up a trailer on her own. I'm proud of her. Maybe I could get the rest on video. I'll tell you what, for all you men out there, do not underestimate your woman, especially if you're in love with her, because that woman could pull out some stuff out of her hind end that will just surprise you on a daily basis. You know, like taking care of 3 kids and still cooking you a hot supper. Always be happy with what you got. That's the, if there's any tip for today, hook your bait right and love your wife right. Good morning, we're at the boat ramp. Going to check the limb lines. We woke up kind of late, like super late. The time we were supposed to wake up, we had a big storm come in. Luckily, it didn't bring up the level of the river and hide all my stuff, but yep, we're gonna go check our lines. Hopefully no one tampered with them, and hopefully we still got fish on them, so wish us luck. Empty. Amazing. It's alright, we got a couple more. Literally only a couple more. Actually, I think we only have 3 more lines, which is fine. We done started. We got the whole year to go. Probably let the river take us to the next 2. Oh no, it's going in the opposite direction. Oh, you already did. Oh. We are fighting the wind today. It is ridiculous. I guess that's one bad thing about having a small boat. And it's funny because it seems like the wind only wants to blow when we go to grab a line. But we got something. I gotta hurry up and get them in the boat. No! Always bring your line in the boat as fast as possible. Oh. You know what?
I got it on video.
We got something. So that means my lines are working. But anyways, I was actually about to say that we think we know what the nuisance was. Turtles. A lot of turtles in this area. And judging by my line, it looks like this guy was on here for a minute. And yes, people, I am using circle hooks. My hook is clean, and I'm assuming that he must have just been barely snagged for him to come off, because I even yanked on the line a little bit to make sure the hook was set. But yeah, we have our ups and our downs, but that is very exciting. That is very, very exciting. That's probably the first catfish that the wife has witnessed on a line, so I guess that's a good part of our anniversary. One extra animal gets to get bigger and create us more food for our freezer. So we'll look at the bright side of everything, but we still got, what, one more line?
One or two.
One or two more lines, so maybe we'll get lucky on those one or two lines. Talking about well, I mean, when you expect things, sometimes it doesn't really go as planned. But that's if we learn something from anything on this trip, get your line in the boat immediately, especially if you have something on it. And or have that net ready. The net was right there by my feet. I don't know why I didn't think. You want to know what's funny? Because never in my entire life have I had to use a net. Most of the time, what was funny is when I first grabbed it, it felt like there was nothing on there, but then I felt something like bunk. And sure enough, he was probably, if I was to estimate, maybe at least 7 pounds. I mean, not too big, but 7 pound, I'm gonna assume channel cat, because I saw some of the side of it, and it didn't really look like a flathead. And I mean, I'd be very surprised if it was a flathead getting a hold of, I mean, chicken gizzards. It's possible, but really unlikely in a way. But we're gonna get the boat out of the water and go get some breakfast. We are starving. Have you noticed we are a very hungry couple? Very hungry couple. Well, we had a fun trip. Regardless if we didn't get anything, the whole point is we had fun. Although we would have really liked some catfish tonight. And anyways, anything can happen. This channel will not always be about hunting and fishing. It's going to be about our daily lives and how we live it. The entire family, kids, wife, chickadees, dog, horses, it doesn't matter. Anything can happen with my family. So we're going to try to show it and share it with everybody. So I'll see y'all next time. Just remember, no matter what you do, it's okay to get dirty.